Hi everyone, this video is going to be on my latest Shou Shou Lang haul I got 2 weeks ago, along with a quick review. Originally, I was going to do an unboxing video, but I wanted to try most of them out first before really giving my thoughts. To preface this haul, I'd like to mention that the brushes in my first 2 videos were purchased last year within the span of months. In this haul, I decided to purchase more eye brushes and accessories than face brushes since I already have a good number of face brushes from them. Additionally, I'd like to inform you regarding the declining quality of Shou Shou Lang with this haul and to know what to expect from them when you order. Like I previously mentioned in my first video, their quality is inconsistent and it's most apparent with my latest haul. Also, for anyone interested, one of my lovely subscribers has mentioned to me that they're coming out with another limited edition set in collaboration with a popular Chinese blogger. I don't know exactly when it's coming out, but yeah, you're just gonna have to stalk the website. This will be her second collaboration with the brand and will have brushes ranging from cheap to high end in it. I believe the set will have 38 brushes, but I'm not exactly sure. So I got this powder pouch right here for my Hakuhodo white fan to travel with, and it fits nicely into it. Looks like this, and no, I did not buy the Hakuhodo fan from Shou Shou Lang. This pouch is great quality. I especially like the cloth material they used and the print is pretty. As you can see, it might be hard to tell, but there's like little lines running through the pouch and I really like that. I do recommend this pouch. I've bought the other brush cases from them in the past and they had this plasticky outer shell that I wasn't a fan of. The zipper isn't the best, but it's really cheap, so I'm not expecting like top-notch quality. And I'll just show you how my Hakuhodo fan goes in. And I'm sorry, but white brushes are really hard to film. So if you see like just it being like oversaturated or like overexposed, then yeah, I apologize in advance. Yeah, I'm not gonna zip it up because when I put it in, I want to put it into like a bag or something so the hairs don't get caught. But as you can see, it fits nicely into the pouch. I also got 2 1-meter brush guards. You cut yourself because I always need more brush guards. I have the other one I started cutting already. I actually started using, so it ends up looking like this. And as for the sponges, I'm not normally a sponge person, but my skin has been so dry lately that I've had to bust out my Real Techniques orange sponge. I ordered 2 of the Shou Shou Lang ones with the intention of comparing the real one with the fakes, but alas, it wasn't meant to be because I accidentally dumped my Real Techniques one into the toilet while dampening it at the sink, so RIP sponge. Anyway, from what I remember, the real one was softer and it was more plush, while the fake one is denser and has less give when you squeeze it. You can see like this. I've heard that the Real Techniques sponge changed texture within these past few years, so it could be that the fake one actually resembles the new ones, especially the ones in the 2-packs. But I'm not sure because the original RT sponge I had was from like 4 years ago and I basically never used it because I am a brush girl for foundation, and this is the first year that my skin has been so dry in the winter that I have to use a sponge. And let me just pull this out so I can show you the next set of things. Okay, so since I love the MO5 so much, I picked up 2 more and the shapes are a little different once again. The new ones have more of a tapered point to them while my older ones are rounded at the top and wider on the sides. So I'm just going to compare like one of the new ones and one of the old ones. I have 4 out, but yeah, white bristles are difficult to capture in video. As you can see, there's like a brown hair, there's a brown hair here. And okay, so the left one is the new one and the right one is my old one. You can see the difference in the bundling. Like, I actually do like the taper on the new one, but the softness is around the same, but I did notice that the new ones do have a little bit more dark hairs mixed into them As you can, if you can see, like right there, this is also another new one. And here's an old one. Oops, guys. No, wait, that's the wrong brush. So many brushes. Yeah, the old one is on the right. Okay. Next up is the M06 or M06, a tiny shader brush that has medium density. It's similar to the Makeup Cat small shader brush I have, and it's great for small eyes. It's soft enough for sensitive eyelids, and it's, yeah, I like it for placing inner, like, eyeshadow into my inner lid. That's what I meant to say. Okay, here's where it gets disappointing. The M07 is one of my favorite brushes from the Freebies series, and I wanted a backup, so I picked one up. This new one was horribly bundled and isn't as soft as the first one. As you can see, the new one seems to have hair missing inside of it and is more of a pointed tip than the thick round shape the first one had. It's hard to tell, but the new one's on the left and the old one's on the right, and it looks like if you look from the top, it looks like there's like hair missing inside of it, and it's just not great, not a great bundling job at all. So I wish they could be more consistent with their brush shapes and bundling, and I'm sorely disappointed by the brush and how the overall quality of Shou Shou Lang is declining. And this is something to keep in mind if you plan on purchasing from Shou Shou Lang. So one of my lovely subscribers told me that the Chinese brands will use the best batch of hairs in the beginning, and as they sell more and more, the hair quality gets worse because they run out of the best ones. So your brushes, if you order now, your brushes may not be as soft or nicely bundled as the first few batches that came out last year, or like, I think the Freebies series came out like last year or like a year and a half ago. So the next brush is the M51, a smudger brush that a good friend recommended to me. She loves this brush because she says it's great for the lower lash line and smudging liner on the top lid. I don't line my lower lid usually, but wanted to try it out for fun, and it's soft enough, so if you're into lower lash lining or smudging, this is a nice brush to have. You can see the side. Okay, and the M52 is a tiny pencil brush that's great for inner corner highlighting. It's also soft and nicely bundled. No problems with the I don't have any issues with I guess the M05, the M06, the M51, and the M52. The one that I have the problem with is the M07. So I also got the B314, which is a concealer brush, but I wanted it for applying shimmers to the lids, and it's great for that. It's quite stiff, which is an A+ in my book for shimmery lid application. I want something that's stiff and not like, and just doesn't bend like really easily for lid application. The only issue I have with this is that since it's thin and not fluffy, as you can see on the side, it applies product to an exact area, and if you need to spread it out, it doesn't diffuse the color nicely. So if there's something you're looking for, if that's something you're looking for like me, then that's something to keep in mind. Of course, you can use this for spot concealing, and I think it would actually make a good lip brush too. But yeah, like it's good, but it's not, I guess it's not like a 10 out of 10. And it does its job. So I also got two custom undyed Psycho versions of their G815 from their G line. Originally, I asked for a dupe of the Sigma E40, and they suggested the G815 shape. And this is how it came. So it came with like a bunch of these. It came in these brush guards for eyeshadow brushes, which was really nice. And this is how it looks after it's been used. Let me just take the brush guard out to show you. I just hate filming white hairs. This is a nice soft blending brush. The hairs are longer than I'd like it to be, so it doesn't blend as effectively as my favorite Hakuhodo J142. So I got two, and one has longer hairs than the other, as well as one being a little softer than the other. I believe the one that I have used was the one with shorter and softer hairs. It's just a little bit softer. Yeah. Okay, let me put this back. Actually, I had one from one order last year, and the hairs are a bit shorter and the head is denser. So this is my original one from last year, and the new one that I used, the hair on the new one on the right is a little bit longer. My first one shed a lot, and I was pretty unhappy about that. I wanted an even denser one, so I ordered these new ones, but the new ones are even less dense, so I don't know, you can't have everything. Okay, so lastly, I picked up another custom Red Squirrel blush brush. I wanted the Red Squirrel version of the Suku Cheek, but it proved difficult for them to produce. Let me explain. I gave them the dimensions of the Suku Cheek, and they suggested the B305 shape. This is the B305. It's completely round, and it has a tapered top, or tapered tip. And it fluffs out a lot, like an onion bulb. Like, yeah, it looks like an onion bulb. So after they suggested the B305, I guess it was too difficult for them to figure out how to make the Suku Cheek brush. So they asked me for the hair length, and I told them 35 mm, since my beloved Chikuhodo Takumi T4 has that same length. I also told them that I wanted an oval ferrule and a rounded head, so not tapered like this, just a rounded head, more similar to the Suku Cheek. Not tapered. Oh yeah, one thing, I already said that. But I wasn't actually sure if they were going to do that. Like, it was a gamble. Like, I wasn't sure if the brush was going to come out the way I wanted to, and I just assumed that I wouldn't, because it was too difficult for them to make. So yeah, I was just expecting it to come out like basically the same exact style as this, except with the rounded head. And it actually came out with an oval ferrule. So here's the brush. I've kept it in a brush guard, so it looks nice, like tightly packed right now, but it does fluff up a little bit when I use it. And here's the oval ferrule on the side. I was happy that they were able to make an oval ferrule for the brush, but quickly discovered the brush head was lopsided, aka badly bundled, and the hairs are nowhere as soft as the Red Squirrel brushes I got from them last year. So, I mean, it's pretty obvious that it's lopsided. If you can see the left side is higher than the right side. It kind of just curves downwards, and that's really disappointing to me. Yeah, and the hair is just nowhere as soft. The hairs feel rougher and not conditioned at all, but it actually doesn't affect the performance. So I guess that's the one good thing. It is soft, don't get me wrong. It's like, it feels more like Gray Squirrel at this point. It does not feel like Red Squirrel anymore. And it's a dense brush, and it can actually buff blush well. So yeah, I'm like okay about it. I'm just disappointed about the declining quality. And then let me just pull out some of the freebies that they gave me this time around. So I have these sponges and a bunch of these like booby cushion things. Stuff that looks like this. Okay, so I thought it was quite nice of them to give me lots of freebies this time around. Usually I order a lot of face brushes, and they'll give me like 3 pieces of pre-cut brush guards like this. And that's it. But this time I got 2 free sponges, lots of small brush guards. So they gave me a bunch of these small ones for eyeshadow brushes, and BB cushion pads. The sponges are even stiffer than the Real Technique brush, so I'm not sure if I like them. And overall, I do love the brand, but I'm disappointed with the declining quality. So I'm glad I only got one Red Squirrel brush and some eyeshadow brushes in the order, or I'd be even more disappointed. And my favorite items from the haul are the powder pouch and M05. So proceed with caution if you want to order from them. And thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!